Good morning. Let's see if we've got anyone around. I know it's a bit early after the school run, but I thought I'd jump on while I've got a moment. It's got a busy day. Hope we're all okay. I hope you are working through your tasks okay. So we're now on day 3, amazing. So day 3 is about follow-up and a little bit about social media buddies as well. So hopefully you've had a little go at your 5x5 systems. I know loads of you have been revisiting or starting your list of 100 because I can see lots of those, which is fab. And that was a massive change for me when I've done it at the beginning of my business, but obviously just revisiting it. Morning. So yeah, list of 100 is fab. And you do that however you need to, okay? I know some of you have done pretty highlighting as well, so I'm a bit of a list and highlight person. So however it suits you, good morning. Yeah, so hopefully you're working through those. And then yesterday, obviously, we had a little bit of an issue with with where it was posting because Facebook was having a testing day for us. But we're in the right group, so that's good. So yeah, my live sort of bounced all over the place. I think some of my customers even saw it. Hey. So yeah, eventually it loaded. So myself and Debbie did a little bit around social media. So we had the Instagram part, and then Debbie did a little bit about Facebook and other sort of WhatsApp and things like that. And hopefully that was helpful. Obviously you can see that we've been tagging stuff as well, so that you can revisit and watch videos and stuff of the training that will help you hopefully, and examples. And it's great to share examples because obviously it's good to see from other people as well. So yeah, hopefully you've all had a go at an Instagram story, or going to plan to do one. So yeah, don't forget to just keep posting your, sorry, that's my dog running around. Because I live right by a school, whenever anybody walks past, he's just like radar. So, okay, I'm going to get started, and then people can replay as and when, because I know people are at work and school run and stuff. So this is going to be a quick one really, about follow-up. It's not going to be a long training. I just wanted to share some of the stuff that I've done really and talk about how important follow-up is. So I'm going to be completely honest with you. I have been a consultant for November 2018, and I properly haven't had a follow-up system, I would say, till the last couple of months. It's all been in here. And I've sort of gone through different things that I do. I've tried different ways. I think I've started to find a way that works for me, but like most of us, it's always changing, isn't it? And you might see something different and try it. But I would suggest that you just give something a try and stick to it for a couple of months and just give it a try and see how it works. If you feel like it's not working, then you can reassess it and change it. But I never really had a consistent follow-up system. Now, I did some training on Monday, some director training, and they were talking about systems. Now, I am a massive list person. I like things to be ticked off. I like a spreadsheet. I like a notebook. And I've implemented systems, and that works for me. But they were also saying that for some people, they're just not system people, and actually that's okay. So don't sit here and watch this and think, oh my goodness, I need to do what Natalie's doing, what Debbie's doing, what so-and-so's, this, superstar director's doing, because you've got to find what's right for you. That's the most important thing. If you're going to implement a system, it needs to be something that you feel like you can use. There's no point in having, I've got clipboards and everything. There's no point going away and buying clipboards, filling it with bits of paper that we've seen people use if you're not going to use it. Okay, so firstly, I just want to say, if your system is in here and it works for you, then feel free to go ahead with that way, if that works for you. If you've got a system, so I was using it sort of a bit off the cuff, as I remember, as I see messages, haven't seen that person, I'll message them, and it was all a bit here, which was fine, but actually, as my customer base grew, I knew I needed a more robust system to know that I'm definitely always following up and reaching out to those people that I probably may have missed. Because actually the key is in the follow-up massively. A lot of you that are new consultants that have got this great bunch of friends and family that are buying from you, and they've bought their first warmers, they might be on to the next lot of wax, they might be buying for a friend, and then this is sort of where this training's aimed at. A lot of the time we do that in our initial few weeks, months of becoming a consultant, and then we drop off a little bit because we feel a bit like, actually, I've sold to my friends and family, don't know where else to go, I haven't got many other customers, don't know what to do next. The key is in the follow-up then. So keep following up, even if it's your mom, even if it's your sister, keep following up with that person that's buying. How are you getting on with this warmer? Have you just seen this new wax that's launched? This would look, you know, be great with it. Whatever it may be, just keep following up, okay? And then those people that, so I've been doing quite a lot of online parties, and I've had, you know, people, friends of friends that I don't know, and they've come into my group, and I know that if I hadn't have had this follow-up system, I wouldn't have remembered those people, because they're not friends or people that would be in my contacts anyway. So I've had to make sure that I record that, so I then consciously message them. And I don't know about you, I've got Instagram, I've got WhatsApp broadcasts, WhatsApp group, messenger groups, normal messages, word of mouth. So it's really hard to manage all of that. So I wanted to sort of share with you a couple of things that I'm using. And like I say, in every training, by all means, it's what I do. I'm not saying you need to do it. Give it a try, find something for you. For me, it's about going out and finding something that works. So as you probably know, like I said, in my last training, I follow Lisa Allwood quite a lot because her systems work. And if you haven't followed Chloe Cox on Instagram, I know Debbie shared some stuff, go ahead and follow her. She's an SSD in America, and she does amazing systems, amazing, like mind-blowing, where I think, oh my goodness, what am I doing? But I've just adapted it a little bit and made it my own. So it's good to see other things out there, really, just to get an idea. So with my follow-up system, it's really simple. What I didn't want to do is I didn't want to have another spreadsheet that I work on my laptop, because I'm already on my phone or on my laptop quite a lot. So I wanted something that I could tick off, that in the evening, maybe once I've done my work and I switch off, I can just sit down and just tick off, and I'm not sat at my desk working so much. You know, something that I can take with me. I can sit upstairs and do, or whatever. It's a tick sheet. So I implemented a order book, which I'd never used really. I just wrote down in my book, but I've got a system that's an order book, and this is literally just a book that's been bought that I've wrote in. And it just goes through, so you can see it's all just handwritten. I don't want to share too much because there's customers' names and stuff on there, but it literally, I'm happy to share some ideas of it. It literally goes through customer name, if they're in my Facebook group, how the order was placed. So was it through my PWS, because I obviously send out samples, was it just a bulk order or was it a party? And then because I give an option of gift wrapping, so I pop that on there as well. Again, that might be something that you do or you might not. Then I list the products, so I know what they've got coming, the payment, how much it was, and the payment type, because I have people pay by cash, PayPal, or bank transfer, so I can just monitor that. Okay, and then I've got a section for any comments, so whether they're interested in a party, just a few comments that I need. So that's my basic order book. So every order that comes in goes in there. Okay, and I'm happy to share that. But what I wasn't doing then was following up with that. So I felt like I needed something to follow up. And again, these are just books that have just Asda, and I've just put my logo on the front. That's it, just so they look pretty. So this is now my follow-up system, okay? So on my follow-up system, I have the date, so it matches with my order. I have the customer's name. Again, I have whether it's a PWS, a bulk, or a party. And I know this means writing it out. Some people might think, oh, that means writing it out again. But for me, that's how it works, because it goes into my brain and I like to write it out, and it's done and I can tick. I then tick if I've sent them a thank you message, because when people place an order, I try and do a thank you message, and it might be personally and it might be on my Serenity Scents. Thank you to those people that place an order, and I'll just tag them all in it. I just think it's a nice gesture. Then I tick delivery, if it's been delivered and the date it's been delivered, because at the moment, I don't know about you, but I have been doing some doorstep deliveries, and so I'm just making sure that they've received that as well, or I might have been passing it on to a husband or something, you know, so just making sure it's been delivered. I've also added in a section for back order or faulty, because at the moment, obviously, we've got lots of products that are going, we might be ordering them and then they've not come because they're on back order, so I've added that column in there. And then I have put a sample, what sample I've given them. And this is a way of me keeping track of, because before I was just flinging a load of samples out, whereas now I use, you can see behind me, my little 3 boxes, and I put in the scent of the month, a new wax and an existing wax, and that's what they have, the choice for the whole month. So I'll put in there what sample I've given them. So I've either put in September scent of the month, or I put in satin sheets or pepperberry sage, whatever that choice is. I've wrote it down there, because you can follow up with that question. So I've recorded the sample. And by all means, this isn't something that I've been doing from day one. This is recent. And as I said, I joined in November 2018. So don't feel like if you're a new consultant, oh my goodness, I should be doing this. It comes when you're ready. But obviously this part of this training is to share this with you and for you to give it a go. Because I wish I'd have done this earlier, but that's just the way it is. So, and then I record their contacts. So do I, if I have more than one, I do give more samples if I have more than one order a month, yeah. But what I tend to do, excuse me, is change them. So I don't give all three. I might give them a September scent of the month, then I might give them a satin sheets. If they're a customer that order quite a lot, I might just throw in, if I've got some washer whips or something different, they order quite a lot of wax, I'd put that. But I have got a extra sample for that. So like for this one, a lady that had a party and she's ordered absolutely loads. She orders loads anyway, gave her the wax. I've also given her some Scentsy soak in pink cotton. So I've just recorded that. So yeah, my contact details are whether I've got them on Messenger, Instagram, WhatsApp, because my goal is to try and get as many people under WhatsApp as I can, because I now start using the WhatsApp broadcast group. And do you know what? It's so much easier to have all your contacts in one area as much as you can. You're still going to have elements where you've got to message people differently, but I try to message those people that I've just got on Messenger. Can I have your contact number? I can add you into my WhatsApp group. And most people send it to me fine. So I just record that so I know if I've got them or not, or on WhatsApp or not. Then the follow-up system is as simple as week 1, month 2. Now you can break that down if you'd rather do weeks, but I find give them a week after they've had their delivery. Just drop a message just to say, or a voice note or whatever it may be. How are you getting on with your warmer? Have you, because I encourage people to post a pic on my Facebook. So it might be, have you had a chance to take a photo of it and pop it on your social media? Pop it on my page, that sort of thing. And it just sometimes reminds people. Or I just think it's a nice way of actually, if there is any problems with it, not that there will be, but if there is, they've got that contact. They know that you're there. They're there. It's not just about sales delivered, done. It's about following up and actually taking the time. And I found a lot of people have actually thanked me for contacting them. You know, oh, it's really nice to hear from you. Thanks for checking. You know, when actually I'm doing it for my own system, but they get that I'm caring about it. So then I'll do month 1, month 2. And that's just another follow-up on how things are going. Do you need any more wax? Yeah, it's really simple, without being too salesy and making sure that you are following up. Month 1, month 2. I've got one extra column that says join and host. So it might be in those times of follow-up, they've talked about, oh, I really want this warmer and I really want that. There's your opportunity to be able to say, do you know what, have you thought about hosting a party? Because you might be able to get that half price, or you might be able to use some credit. Okay, it might be that in that follow-up you've had a conversation around, do you know what lots of my friends are really interested in it, they've come to my house and seen it. It might be you can open up that conversation then to, have you ever thought about joining? Because if you've got a customer base there already, it'd be fab. You've got a warmer, yeah, there's the follow-up. And honestly, it does make a difference. I've definitely found this system has made a difference, because I know in my brain I can't retain all those people that have had stuff, and I can't remember what they've had. So at least if it's written down, I can be a bit more personal about just how's your delivery. It can be, I know you love the Enchant Warmer, how are you getting on with it? Okay? How have you found if they've tried a new wax, the scent of the month, for example? Whatever it is, you can be a bit more personal and make sure you follow up. And I have definitely had more orders from following up, because I think they understand that you care and that you're not just sales, that, you know, you are checking in and how they're getting on. And 9 times out of 10, people will respond to you with, actually, yeah, order me one of those. Whereas if you're just non-existent, they're not going to. And, you know, if there's other consultants out there, because I know there's quite a lot of consultants around where I live now, you know, there's nothing to say that actually if another consultant's contacting them, or if they're posting a lot, that they're more likely to think, oh, okay, I'm going to put an order in from them. And if they follow up, then they'll keep ordering from them. So actually it's really important for your business to follow up. I'm happy to share this because it's just something that I've done. It's a bit of a Chloe Cox, a bit of a Lisa Allwood, a bit of everything really. But I would say go away and find a system that really works for you. I know Debbie shared some examples and they'll be coming onto the page later on, but just find something. Go onto YouTube, find SSDs or find directors, or if there's somebody that you know that you can follow. Most people have got a YouTube channel. Go and find something that works for you, or just give it a go yourself and try it for a couple of months, I would suggest, because if you're doing week 1, month 2, you need to give it a little bit of time to try and see if it works. There's a couple of things that I've tweaked, and I probably will always do, but that's just working for me. And obviously then, because it's in a book, I can take it wherever with me. I can do it at whatever point really, rather than having to be on my phone or my laptop again. So that's follow-up. I'm conscious of the time, I don't want to go over too much. I'm doing okay. So obviously please drop us a message if you want any more information on that. But I'm just going to talk to you about social media buddies. So I know some of you in Beyond Fierce in our group have done that. It was an idea that came from Zoe Marlborough, the amazing Zoe Marlborough. She did something on like a PRV boost at the end of last month, and she spoke about social media buddies, which I'd never heard of before. So what it is, it's looking at some of your customers that are on social media quite a lot themselves. So those customers that probably are your top customers that tend to post in your customer group, that might that tag and share, snap and share and tag you in it, that will post on their Instagram or post on their Facebook quite a lot. The people that respond to comments, that sort of thing. So what I did is obviously from Zoe, this isn't me, so we'll credit to her. What she did is she sent a message out to her top, I think she did top 12, I did top 6 because I just thought I'm going to give it a try. So I did my top 6 customers, and I sort of wrote a generic message, but then I adapted it a little bit to make it a bit personal at the top, and change their name on it. And the message just sort of went along, hi, I'm starting a new system, social media buddies, obviously like, hi, how are you, that sort of thing. Just wondered if you would give it a go for me, as you're one of my top customers and you are on social media all the time. I'd really value your support. All I'm asking is for 7 days for you to post a picture of a Scentsy warmer, Scentsy wax, something in your home, something Scentsy on your personal Facebook or personal Instagram, and tag me in it. So not posting it in my customer group, on their personal pages. Okay, so I sent that out to 6 people, and I said, I'm happy to send little screenshots and ideas for you to use, or you can use your own. And every single one of them got back to me and said, I will use my own. Because these were my customers that probably had as much Scentsy as I did. They had warmers, they had laundry products, they had body products, they had the fragrance flower, they had car bars. So what I asked of them is to try and just do a variety. Now, my top 6 were absolutely amazing, and they did it for 7 days. And I said to them, obviously this isn't on my social media, this is personal messaging. And I said that they will all I'd get them all a free wax bar for doing the 7 days. Now, I was trying to make sure that they did 7 days and they didn't just do 2 or 3. So I thought if I do that incentive for the 7 days, that they'll get the wax bar. And it did work. I literally just wrote 6 people down, day 1 to 7, and just ticked if they did it. Okay, and I've put some examples coming up later on today so you can see. Now, most of them had wax and warmers and some other products, but I also sent to all of them some screenshots of the join kit, and with a little thing saying, ever thought of being interested in Scentsy, and put my link. I sent some pet products because I know most of them hadn't really got pet products. So I put a picture of my dog with the spray, as we do, and some information on pets. So I did send some to them, so they've got a variety, but most of them had stuff already. And it's about them putting it on their page, their friends then seeing it, and then you need to be really key to be monitoring that. So if you're tagged in it, you will see it. But then if their friends are commenting, oh, what's this? This sounds interesting. I've been able to then follow up with them. So I've been able to drop them a message and say, oh, thanks for getting in touch with whoever's page it was. If you're interested, I've got a borrow bag, I can send it out to you. And that then has allowed me to expand my customer base. So from that, I have had more customers going into my page. I have had an online party booked by somebody, and and just more interaction, because I've had more people seeing things, because it's not me being salesy, it's them saying, look at this in my home. And people are not nosy, aren't they? They want to know, why has my friend got this warmer? Why is she spraying her bed with this? What is it? I need to know. So you've got to really, that's why we put it in your 5x5. You've got to really monitor, actually, if you're asking someone to post on their page, are you being tagged in that? You need to follow up with that person that is saying, oh, this sounds good. Okay. So that worked really, really well. And I know loads of people in my team have done it. So I'm going to keep revisiting that, probably once a month, get my next 6 to do it. But have some screenshots there ready so you can send to people, so they aren't just posting the same warmer for 7 days. You want a variety. You know, if you know they haven't got many products, or if they've only got warmers, please send them out some pictures of, you know, laundry products, you know, real life ones, not a flyer. Do one of in your car with your car clips or your car bar, whatever it is. So, you know, give them the option, but most of mine did it without that. The other thing that opened it up as well is when I sent the join information out to 2 of my customers, both of those customers I've had join conversations with for 3-4 months, if not more. And they're like this about joining. They're, oh, I'm not sure, don't know if I have enough time. They're there, come back to me. So I then posted both to them, can you pop this on your page about join information? And both of them got back to me like, oh, what is this? What's this join information? Is this what you sent me? And I didn't plan it that way, but in a roundabout way, they then started that join conversation with me again, because they were going to share it with their friends. But actually it was like, I'm going to share it with my friends, but I want to know what this is as well. So I then could open up that join conversation with both of them again. And I have since sent a join pack out to somebody, because she doesn't live locally, who's really interested. I would say she's number 9 on my, because I number people 1 to 10 when I'm having the join conversations where they're at. If they don't get back to me, they're a 0. This girl has been a 3, a 5, a 7. I'd say she's a 9. She's really asking. I've sent her some information. And another one has just signed up and joined. So, you know, it's not just about customers, it's about the join conversations as well. They're there. And actually, if they're posting on social media for 7 days, they're doing our job, aren't they? There's no difference. So when they're saying to you, I haven't got time, you've just done it for me for 7 days. So why not do it for yourself and earn the commission? So yeah, it was as simple as that. So that's social media bidders, and you've got some information coming on later as to what they look like. But I would just say, go ahead and do it. Message those top customers and just ask it like a personal favour. You know, I'm trying to expand my customer base. I'd love it if you could share some of your Scentsy warmers on your page. And most of the time they do it. And they've all got a free wax bar coming today. It's all here. So out I go with it. Obviously, you can't put that on your social media, so make sure it's all private messaged. But yeah, just follow up in any way. So follow up with customers, follow up with the social media bidders, because you've got to be on it if they're tagging you. You've got to follow up with those people, but also follow up with join conversations. So if you've had that join conversation, don't have it and someone say no, and then you say, okay, because you know that no is never a no. You know. It could be a no for now, but it might not be a no 6 months down the line. But if you're not going to ask, they're not going to come to you. They may do, but they're very unlikely to. So I would follow up on join conversations, and this social media buddy has been a really good way for that. But if you've had a conversation with somebody, I know some of the amazing people in my team I have been asking for 18 months. And I've been sharing, and I've been saying, come on, you need to just join. You know, you've just ordered £80 worth of stuff from me. And they're like, no, it's not the right time. And then all of a sudden, I've gone, right, let's go. And that's it, they're done. So don't ever think of it as a no. So we're going into recruiting, so we don't need to do that. But just follow up on everything and find your own system that works for you. So I hope that helps. Drop me any messages if I can help you, and I will share some of that information. But go away, have a go, start the social media bidders, and see it work for you. Okay, have an amazing day, and I will catch up with you. I'm not around tomorrow. It's Debbie. You've got Debbie for 2 days. Then we've got a little break, and then I'm back next week. So see you soon. Have a lovely day and weekend. Bye.